go. See, I had another character, but I didn't know that you could play the whole 18 rounds. I mean, the whole 18 holes. And that's what I want to do. There's no point in playing like 4 or 5 holes, you know? If I get up, I might do quick round.
In the world of professional golf, there exists an elite club. A club filled with legends, household names, and rising stars. A club where membership is earned yearly with time, sweat, and dedication. This week, 50 players will gain entry into this exclusive fellowship. The top 25 from the regular season have already secured their spots, and another 25 spots are up for grabs here this week. Some dreams will be realized. Others will have to wait another day. Who will be next to join the likes of Jason Dufner, Grant Snedeker, and Keegan Bradley as the next great Web.com Tour graduate?
But it'll go in and it'll talk about like what I am.
EA Sports and the Web.com Tour proudly present opening round coverage of the Web.com Tour Championship. This is the 4th and final stop of the Web.com Tour Finals. Pressure-packed environment. 50 PGA Tour cards are up for grabs. Frank, this is a great day for golf, and the conditions here at Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida, look to be really good.
Rich, scoring conditions are absolutely optimal today. Expect to see a lot of low numbers.
That's what I'm hoping for, a low number. Says I'm teeing off in 10 minutes.
We're off and running here, and let's take you down to the action at hole number 1. Getting ready to get the tournament started. Frank, first tee jitters?
Oh, everybody gets them. That's the beauty of it. If you don't, you shouldn't be playing this game. Just try and think nice and slow.
Excellent lie, propped up on the short grass. Frank, you want to get off to a good start. This approach shot here at the first is important.
It is. 2 distinct levels on this this green. The high side on the left there and the lower side on the right. If you're trying to keep that ball a little left of a middle, you've got to be careful of that bunker on the left.
That's a hell of a shot.
On the green, and a chance for birdie here on the first hole. Feet away.
Tough putt. Got it.
A birdie will send him to 1 under on the
Birdie in the first hole.
good spot to be in, fresh off a birdie.
Yeah, all of a sudden you start to feel like you've got the game in hand.
It's a par 5. I'm going to put it more to the left because I want a clear shot at the pin. As long as I can make it over them trees and I'm good. Good shot.
Second from an excellent lie.
Stay on, stay on, stay on.
Well, that's the
Oh
best
my
that was going to be
gosh.
on the fringe.
Not too bad. Good scoring opportunity. Third shot here at the par 5.
Oh, just missed it.
Pretty good shot. That ball settles in about 13 feet away.
And you'd like to think unlucky for some, but birdie putt coming up.
Oh,
Hit it. A makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under par. Doesn't dig into the lead with that par, but Frank, sometimes, and you know this as well as anyone,
already on the
you just have to
17th.
kind of maintain your footing out there. Frank, a
Rolling
nice
back
mix
in
of
for
holes
last
to
one
start.
today.
So here we go with the par 3 at the
rolling on the
third.
third hole.
Very narrow at the front of the screen, and that bunker too. You don't actually see it off the tee, the back left bunker, and it sneaks into that left side. So if that flag is on the left, just be careful.
Good shot. Get in there. Oh, it didn't pass the
That is
line.
tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Oh, just missed it.
Pretty good shot right there. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. One under early in the round. We have already begun. Let's pick up with the action at hole number 4. Frank, when you get out of the gates, as our featured golfer has done, with a lot of pars, steady play, what's the mindset?
You've got to keep doing that, Rich. Just maybe get a little closer to the hole, drive a little bit better, work on the pace of the putting. Just little gains, and then all of a sudden you're going to notice a big difference in the scorecard.
This is a good-looking shot.
It was a beautiful looking
Good strike right there, right off the center of the face and about 20 feet away. Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
Frank, that's not one you're necessarily thinking about making.
No, just a good putt, though. There's no two ways about that. He's putting well.
Steady, solid, and at 1 under par right now. Frank, how about this par 4 fifth?
I lost count the number of bunkers here, off the tee and sort of in play with the second shot if you're in trouble, or even the one that's sort of left and long. Really good par 4, though. Fairway somehow has to be achieved if you want to reduce this par 4 to just a simple 2-shotter.
Good tee shot, good lie, and now a good chance to take advantage here on this hole. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special. This is not heading in the right direction.
Well, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up. Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in.
Good shit.
Make right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round. That's 1 under on the day.
Still doing a good job.
Hole number 6. I really like this hole, Frank. It's fun par 4.
Yeah, very claustrophobic tee shot, hitting through that chute to the fairway. Starts to open up and then it sort of shrinks in again because of all the palm trees around this green. But very short par 4. So if you're good with a wedge, good chance for 3.
Looking to keep it going here, Frank.
Yeah, another example of things just working as they should.
shot.
What a shot.
It's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
Will make birdie if this drops.
I'm just moving that much closer to the leader now, Rich.
Frank, the 7th hole here at the TPC Sawgrass, vintage Pete Dye, isn't it?
It is. Anything other than straight confuses the player off the tee. But there's 3 pot bunkers down the right side, just inside that last little pot bunker on the left of that. It's actually a pretty good line.
So another good result, playing this one as it should be played, right down the middle, in the fairway. Strategically, Frank, how do you like to play this hole?
You've got to be aware of where you don't want to go. That front right bunker is probably the easiest bunker shot on this hole, but there's a little pot bunker on the left. That one there, always difficult to get it up and down.
Trying to generate some momentum here at the 7th hole. This for birdie. And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. How does that not go in?
Amazing. Stroke looked good. Line looked good. Just did not take that final break.
Grabs a share of the lead after making par. TPC Sawgrass, the fabled stadium course designed by the legendary Pete Dye. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Navalo. Here at the 8th, Frank, most players are happy walking out of here with a par 3.
And the reason why, it's a very narrow entry to this green. It's just littered with bunkers around, left, behind, to the side, and even short. Once you get further up the green, though, even though this is sort of an undulating green, it starts to widen up. Don't get trapped into just looking at the front of this hole.
Well, bunker play is really about technique and feel. The 2 greatest ever are probably Gary Player and Seve Ballesteros. Seve actually was so good, he was so skilled, that he could open up a 3-iron, that's right, a 3-iron, on a short bunker shot from a green side bunker and splash it to a couple of feet as if he had just used a 60-degree sandwich. Amazing. Frank, what do you make of the final hole here on the front side, the 583-yard par 5 ninth?
Just depends on how much you want to risk here. If you hit a good drive down the right side, it's certainly gettable for 2. But you can make an absolute mess here at 9.
Good lie in the fairway. A good chance to make something happen here.
Rich, this is the player that I'm really curious to see how they do long term. Tons of power. There's talent. You can see that. Anybody can pick that up. And the touch, too, and the skill required. It's not just about long hitting. This player seems to have all the goods. And I know we talk about it on a regular basis, but I think this particular talent is special.
Has a great resume, too. We've known about this player since they were in the junior ranks. #1 ranked junior player in the world. Went on to have a phenomenal collegiate career, played well on the amateur level. So at every step, Frank has been successful, has been a winner. Frank had the touch of a plumber right there.
Yeah, you'd like a redo, wouldn't you? Wake up, wake up!
Holding steady now at 2 under par. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
Second shot now at the 10th, and again, Frank, accuracy is at a premium.
Yeah, gone are the days to sort of thrash it out of the trees like Phil Mickelson. Ideally, coming out of that fairway, You're hitting to a green that moves to the right, so that makes it a little bit more difficult than what the mind's eye first sees.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
That's still not done. A good third shot, maybe get away here with par.
So he didn't hit the green in regulation, but he still has a reasonably good chance to save his par, about 10 feet away. Not a gimme, but well within his range. And with that par, moving into a tie for the lead.
It's about to get interesting.
Now to the 11th, par 5.
Good tee shot, and then you certainly think about hitting a hybrid or a lofted fairway wood into this green that's really narrow, one of the narrowest on the golf course. There's a little pot bunker left of this green when you go for 2 that often swallows up that second shot if it's a little bit too conservative. But there's a lake there. Seen more than one ball splash in the pond over the years.
Just a good solid tee shot right there, about 280 yards. Now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot.
That's an absolute beauty.
Frank, the scoring club is in hand now. Chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, coming from that left side, you've got a full view of this green. And you can see the mounds, too. Use the mounds to your advantage.
That is an excellent play right there. The approach giving him another good look. He has this for a birdie. Excellent roll to 3 under par. Now to the par 4 12th, and it's a pretty short hole, Frank.
Yeah, Pete Dye often doesn't get enough credit for his short par 4s. This is a great example where one of the features of it is the blind second shot, just to give you a little bit of doubt on judging the distance.
Just what you want in the right position on this par 5, in the fairway. Now the approach to the 12th. Frank, what's the player looking at?
Well, it's a fun shot here for the second shot, especially if you've driven it down the right side, because then you can see the flag no matter where it is on the green.
That's a disappointment right there, Frank.
Yeah, green light special, really. Come up considerably short.
Shot now from the rough. Frank, what's he facing?
Well, the lie first and foremost. If it's sitting down, then obviously you're not going to get a very good contact. Nothing wrong with coming up a little bit short of the green. Problem is turning one mistake into another.
Well, considering the lead that he has on the rest of the field, a par is all you need. Frank, 17 gets so much attention here at the TPC Sawgrass, but 13, par 3, is exciting in its own right.
It is, and it's actually more difficult than 17. One of the reasons it's longer, and also the green here. 17 obviously has two sections in it, front and top. This has, I don't think there's a flat piece on it. And every now and again we watch a ball roll all over this green and actually find the cup for the odd ace.
He'll need to be strong with this. Pretty good shot right there. And getting ready for the putt. Nice par to remain 3 under. Frank, Tiger certainly had his adventures here at 14.
Well, we'll never forget that. Spun it left. In the end, was very, very lucky to get away with 6. Had it been 7, Garcia might have just caught him at the post, but he will, and we will, never forget 14. A standout in college. Green light ahead there with that flag. And could we be seeing, perhaps, a standout next year on the PGA Tour?
Frank, you like his chances to walk away with a par here?
Well, with a good shot, Rich, yeah, that's certainly on the cards in that. And you think, you just write a par down at the end of the hole, don't tell anyone about it. It certainly won't affect the scorecard at the end of the day. So that's the goal right here.
This from 7 feet. Good effort and good par putt. Just before we get to what they call the gauntlet, 16, 17, and 18, 15 requires all of your attention, doesn't it, Frank?
Personally, I think this is the prettiest hole on the golf course, Rich. I've actually often gone back there and taken pictures. Just a gentle dogleg to the right. You come out of the chute, seems to be a generous fairway. You just get a little view of the bunker down the right side, but virtually there's no lip there, so that's not a concern. The green, all sorts of weird and wonderful waves on it, well protected by a big bunker on the left, and there's two little pot bunkers out on the right that, well, if you're first time around, you might notice.
Now his third, staring right at the green. And he's made the green. For par. Knocks that putt in for par to stay at 3 under. Now the start of the gauntlet, 16, 17, and 18. Par 5, 16. Frank, Tiger made birdie here all 4 days in winning in 2013.
Fred Couples made that fantastic eagle many years ago. Hole bends a little to the player's left. You don't have to hit driver here if you're a long hitter, but you really must move that ball right to left.
Good tee shot, good lie, and now a good chance to take advantage here on this hole. Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
How about that? 4 under par. Frank, if the winds kick up, you could see carnage here at 17.
Well, just to give you an example, Rich, back in 2007, 93 balls. That's the best players in the world found the lake. 2005, 65. So, what would the mere mortal do?
This one doesn't look good.
There's water over there.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him. And the former national champion. Looking at the birdie putt.
Oh, I thought he had that. Wow, he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
Did the job right there. Now one of the more difficult holes in golf, the 18th here at Sawgrass, 462-yard par 4. In 2013, this hole averaged .39 strokes above par. What makes it so challenging, Frank?
Just that big body of water that's to the left of 18 here, that's also shared to the right of 9. Not a single fairway bunker on this 18th hole. So really, lack of definition. It's so hard to find a target here.
Now playing the second here at the par 4. Third shot, looking for a good one. Okay, good shot on the dance floor. Settles in over the putt. Well, there you go, 68 for the day. Well, Frank, round 1 in the books. Look who's on top of the leaderboard.
And that's with some strong play today. They don't really need to look back. Strong play heading into the second round tomorrow.